Genesis 38.
Salakia, Israel, what's happening? Little issues, we'll be up and running, right? You understand? So Salakia Yanazar, we'll be picking it up at?
Sir, we're picking it up at Genesis 38 and 29.
All right, so the book of Genesis, chapter 38, verse 29. You know what I'm saying? If you want to read along, follow along with it, you know what I'm saying? We'll be reading that. Go to blueletterbible.org. All right. Type in the chapter and the verse. And you can follow along, right? So it's like whenever you're ready, Yanazar.
Come on, Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 38, verse 29. In Hebrew, Wayahaya Kamashayab Yadawa Wahana Yataza'a Akiawa Wafa Amor Ma Paratazaz Aliad Parataza Wayakwara'a Shamwa Parataza. Verse 30. Waya Akar that Taza'a Akiawa Ashar Al Yadawa Hashanya Waya Kwara'a Shamwa Zarak. Next chapter. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 39, and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Y-A-H-W-H Hawarad. Hawarad Mataza Rayama. Wakwana. Waya Kwanaha. Wanakwanahawa. Power Tayapar. Sarium. Parai. Shor. Hatabathium. Ayash. Matazaria. Mayad. Hayashamayim. Haya the Israelites, right? Why Haya Shemayim. Yeah, that's Aliyam. That's the Ishmaelites. Haya Shemai Aliyam. Oh, get my stuff back. Oh boy. Salakia. I hit the wrong button, sir. Just give me a second. Let's get that. Go. Okay, next. Okay. One. Okay. Ashar. Hawa Badah Hawa. Shema. Verse 2. Wahaya Yahweh Ath Yahweh-Sap Wahaya Ayash Matazaliath. No. Matazaliak. Wahaya Babayath Adunyawa Hamatazaria. Verse 3. Wayara'a Adunyawa Kaya Yahweh Athwa Wakal Ashar Hawa'a Aisha Yahweh Matazariala Matazalayath Matazalyak Bayadwa. Verse 4. Oh, throughout a kind of one concert. Waya mataza'a yawasap han pa ayanayawa waya sharath athwa waya padahan waya pad kwa dahawa kwadahawa al bayathwa salakia bayathwa wakal yash lawa nathan bayadwa. Verse 5. Wayahaya ma'az hapakwayad athwa babayathwa wa al kal ashar yash lawa waya darak Yahweh ath bayath hamatazaria bagalol yawasap wa Yahaya barakath Yahweh bakal ashar yash lawa babayath waba shada. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 38, and verse 29 in English. And it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out, and she said, how hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore, his name was called Pharez. And just for a quick recap, if I may, this is when the birth of Judah's two sons. He had twins. And this is just giving the story of their birth. And the first one came out, and they put a red thread on his finger to know that he was the firstborn. So that's what. Yeah, okay, here it goes. And afterward came out his brother, verse 30. And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah, so that they would know which one was the firstborn. That's what the red thread was about, because they didn't want to mix them up, because it's very important to recognize and understand who your firstborn son is, because he gets the bulk of the inheritance. That's what that's all about. Okay, so we go to the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 1 in English. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. Verse 2. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. So he was doing good works. And whatever task came upon him, he handled it well. And he made money for his master. Verse 3. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did prosper in his hand. Verse 4. And Joseph found grace in his sight. Let me get this a little larger. And he served him, and he made him overseer over his house. And all that he had, he put into his hand. So he trusted Joseph tremendously with his whole house, his family, everything, his belongings, everything. Verse 5. And it came to pass from the time that he made him overseer in his house and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 6 in the Hebrew. Isab Kal Ashar Lawa Bayad Yawasap Wala Yadai Afwa Ma'awama Kaya Halakam Ashar Hawa'a Awakal Wayahaya Yawasap Yapa Tha'ar Wayapa Mara'a. Verse 7. Wayahaya Akar Hadabarium Ha'Allah Wathasha'a Ashath Adanyawa Ath Ayanaya Al Yawasap Watha Amor Shakaba Anya. Wayaba'an Waya Amar Al Ashar. Salaki, this is verse 8. Salaki, Waya Ma'an Waya Amar Al Ashath Adanyawa Han Adanya La'a Yadai Athia Ma Babayath Wakal Ashar Yash Lawa Nathan Bayadaya. Verse 9. Ayannawa got a wall. Babayath Hazah Mamanya Wala'a Kashaka Mamanya Ma'awa Ma Kaya Awathaka Ba'ashar Ath Ashathwa Wa Ayaka Aisha Hara'ai Hagadalah Haza'ath Wakat Ta'athia Alahayim. Verse 10. Wayahaya Kadabara Al Yawasap Yawum Wala'a Shemai Aliyah Lashakab Atazala Lahayawath Aima. Verse 11. Wayahaya Kahayawum Hazah Wayaba'a Habiyatha La Aishawath Mala Akathwa Wa Ayan Ayash Ma'anashia Habayath Sham Babayath. Verse 12. Watha Thapashawa Watha Thapashawa Baba Gadawa La Amor Shakaba Anya Waya Izab Bagadawa Bayada Wayanash or Wayanaz Wayataza'a. Hafawataza'a. No. Hafawataza'a. Taza, right? Not taza'a. Taza. Hafawataza. 13 is the last one, right?
You started 6, or it should be 12. Started 6.
Yeah, we started 6.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 12 is the last one.
12, most time correct. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 9 and verse 6 in English. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. So let me see. He knew not aught he had. I'm gonna leave that one alone because I don't know that. I don't know the breakdown on that yet. I think I do, but I'm not sure.
It's all good.
Most time correct. Verse 7. Wahaya. Salakia. And it came to pass that these things, that his master's wife cast eyes upon Joseph, and she said, lie with me. We all know what that means. Okay. Verse 8.
I mean, real quick, do we? Because this society, makes it out to seem like, the scriptures is, a damn a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real book. Everything just allegories in here. You know what I'm saying? Metaphors, and none of this stuff is real. You understand? What is this woman talking about, man? You understand? And as she presses the matter, if it doesn't make sense at this point, it will in just a second, right? So read on.
But verse 9, Salakia, verse 8, but he refused.
He did what?
He refused.
So her saying, lie with me, she's asking him to do something. In order for him to refuse, I wonder what she's asking this man to do, right? Read on.
And said unto his master's wife.
Unto his master's what?
His master's wife.
Man, this is the Pharaoh's wife, man. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
My master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand.
Yeah, did what?
He hath committed all that he hath to my hand.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 9. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee.
But who?
But thee.
And then Joseph's like, listen, I'm, damn near the highest ranking man in here, most important man next to Pharaoh in this place. You know what I'm saying? I have access to everything, all of his storage, all of his, I'm his bookkeeper. You know what I'm saying? I know all the money that's circulating through this place. I know what goes in, what goes out. He's giving me access to everything but you. You understand? Read on.
Because thou art his wife.
Because what?
Thou art his wife.
No, I can deal with you too, and you can be mine.
Thou art his wife.
You understand? She belonged to a man already. You understand? She's saying lie with me. She's asking Joseph to have sex with her, man. And Joseph is refusing her proposition and explaining to her why this cannot happen. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
How then can I do this? Great wickedness.
You understand? Man with integrity, man. A man with self-discipline, a man with morals. You understand? The scriptures say, you understand, you shouldn't even sit down with another man's woman, man.
That's right.
Y'all shouldn't even be chilling in that type of manner. Why? Because she belongs to someone else. And women they weren't built to be, strong and have the discipline, the same discipline a man has, man. Yes, the woman is, and also the woman is the weaker vessel, but it doesn't mean that she's weak. You understand? You can't be weak and then in the same breath, the scriptures call you a pillar of rest. You understand? A pillar, you got to be able to lean on a pillar.
That's right.
You understand? But this is a weak heathen woman who, you know what I'm saying, is to come and, obsess with an Israelite like most heathen women are. You understand? Obsessed with this Israelite man. You know what I'm saying? Sees all his. She with Pharaoh. And somehow she finds ways to see more glory in, you know what I'm saying, his assistant. Someone that works for him. You got the most powerful man in Egypt, and you want his assistant. Just a whore. You know what I'm saying? Just a whore in the spirit, a whore, man. You understand? No good. Stay the hell away from them Hamites, man. Right. Stay away from them Africans, man. You understand? Read on.
And sin against the Most High.
And sin against who?
The Most High.
No, Pharaoh.
The Most High.
You know what I'm saying? Because we follow the Lord. Yeah, he was a servant to Pharaoh, man. But at the end of the day, who do we fear? We fear the Lord.
Father we fear.
The Father we fear, man. You understand? Everything Joseph was doing, what? He was doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because he was doing the work of the Lord, man. The Lord, you know what I'm saying, put him in that position in Pharaoh's house. Why would he then go and disrespect the Lord by sleeping with Pharaoh's woman? What sense does that make? You understand? Read on.
And it, verse 10, and it came to pass as she spake to Joseph day by day.
Good night. Day by day. She bothering this man every day. Every time she see him, she throwing in little jokes, little snickers. Y'all know how women be. Y'all know how women do, man. Come on, man. We men, we done dealt with women plenty of times, man. You turn a woman down and she's still persistent, and you got to see her every other day or so. What's she going to do? She going to throw her little jokes in, throw her little, snickering remarks in there. You understand? So she bothering Joseph every day. Read on.
That he hearkened not unto her.
But he ain't break. You know how you broke in the office, because she was telling you how lonely she was and how her man ain't been, dealing with her and she don't get to see him and he this and that. Joseph ain't breaking. He ain't breaking to those sweet words, those sweet, excuses. You understand? To commit adultery against your husband, against your man. You understand? I hear the term so much. They talking about work wife, work husband. What the hell is that, Yanazar?
That means we used to call it a penis in the glass.
Yeah, good night.
Break when necessary, if you know what I mean.
Hey, that's heavy. I like that.
And from my experience, I've seen it a lot, man. Like I would say, like
it's normal.
Yeah, man. I would say almost like in my work experience in my life, I've seen like maybe 30% of the women had one.
Like, on the side.
Like they had a dude on the job, you know what I'm saying, that they was dealing with.
Got two husbands.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like about 30%, man. That's no exaggeration at all. It might be an underestimation because some I didn't even know about, of course.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of kingdom we live in, man. That's what's normal. You know what I'm saying? But a man that had everything, a man named Joseph, man. You know what I'm saying? He had what this world lacks and black society lacks, man, called integrity, man. Called discipline. You understand? You know what I'm saying? A moral compass. You know what I mean? These are things that Command General YAHANNA drills into every brother and sister in the school, man. There's a lot of reasons why we are different than everyone else because we stand on something, man. We don't bend and fold because of what our flesh desires. You understand? Read on.
Or to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? Verse 11. Verse 11. And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. Sound like trouble.
It sound like trouble, right? It sound like ain't no witnesses, nobody nearby. In the other day, she gotta do what? It's little subliminal stuff she doing, maybe looking at him a certain way, moving a certain way. Women know their power, man. They know their gifts. They know what they have to entice a man. But now ain't nobody in the building. Uh-oh. You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 12. And she caught him by his garment.
She did what?
She caught him by his garment.
Man, she done yoked him up, man. She ain't no telling what she grabbed him at, but she done yoked him up. She got hold of him.
We gonna do this.
You know what I mean? Read on.
When she saw that, Salakia, saying, lie with me.
Saying what?
Lie with me.
She wasn't gonna go lay down and play patty cake on us. That's what she want to do.
Sir. Patty cake.
She want to play patty cake. She want to go lay down and play with dolls or something, right?
Yeah, something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
But the idea that she felt comfortable enough to grab him, to yoke him up, and like demand it, man.
She like, you know what I'm saying? She wanted her an Israelite.
Yeah.
She wanted her some Joseph. You understand? Lie with her, man. I understand, man. This Bible is very real. And when you see that term, lie with me or lie with her, it's talking about sex, brothers and sisters. This is sex in the Bible. This is sex in the Bible. You understand? The same way you come to them TV shows. And it's so interesting because they say it. We like how we was talking about in Wednesday class with the medieval TV shows. They use the same term. They say, come lie with me. Or she laid with me. They use the terms, and no one questions whether or not that's talking about sex. No one negates that. But everyone wants to refute the truth of the Bible. Why? Because accepting the truth of the Bible changes the mirage and of the reality that you've been living, man. It makes you take that red pill, and now you are in the real world. Now you realize that what? Now you realize that sex is marriage according to the Bible. That's right. Now you realize that you've been living your a whole lie, and you've been married a lot more times than you think you had. Now you realize that what? You have to have discipline, man. And you got to carry yourself a certain way. And you got to live your life a certain way. And Christians don't want to accept that responsibility, man. They don't want to accept that reality. So they'd rather live in the matrix and swallow that blue pill and act like this ain't talking about sex.
And this is the wickedness of the Christian church. You understand? Because they block this kind of information and this kind of culture from our people. They keep our people from understanding what this is. And that's why the world is gone mad any damn way, because there's no law. There's no law. You can do whatever you want. They just passed another gay rights bill where same-sex marriage bill, was it? Yeah. Same-sex marriage. Same-sex, but same thing. Yeah. You know, the gay marriage bill, you understand, making it, they got two bills now to protect their unions, which is utterly against the Most High. It's an abomination against the Most High, and they've normalized it to the point where their unions are more legal than yours in actuality. So let's keep it going.
Nice.
You know, and then the wickedness behind the bill, if I may, sidebar, is that they conjoined it together with the same interracial marriage bill, like the bills of to protect so-called gay unions is interlocked with interracial marriage, meaning that interracial marriage, which is illegal still in some states,
right,
is now a federal law. You see all of these things which are against Israel and against the Most High. And
it's so interesting because, you know, they brothers and sisters want to lean on that so much and say, well, you know, the government supports it. This is the way of a society. Well, little do you know the origin of this whole marriage license. Well, so that way you couldn't get with Sally Negro. You understand? It was a way for them to make sure that they were able to keep their inheritance away from ours, man. You understand? You look up the history of the marriage license in America, man, and you find out when it was established, and you're gonna find out that what? They set it up so that way there couldn't be no interracial marriages. You understand? Little do you know. You say you think the government love you, so if the government giving you something, some type of crumb or some type of something, you have to understand that we are dealing with a devil, man. We're dealing with a deceiver. So on the surface, it's gonna look like, oh, it's beneficial, it's to help you. When in actuality, it's a trap to destroy you, man.
Absolutely.
It's a trap to further ensnare you in some type of trap, you know what I'm saying, to kill us off more and more, man. You understand? Just think about it like a mouse trap. The mouse like, oh, some cheese. Some free cheese is laying here. What happened when he go touch that cheese, man? He dies. It's death. You understand? That's how you got to look at the little trinkets and stuff and the advantages that we think we're getting from America, which really are disadvantages, man. It really are major setbacks for our people. You know what I mean?
And this has always been our problem. This is the beauty of these scriptures, is like the things that we're reading about, you think it happened a long time ago when it's happening right in front of your face, man. Mm-hmm. Right in front of your face. You know, if it wasn't illegal, if interracial marriage was already legal, why did they have to make a law to support it? Because there was, holes in it. So they had to shore up the holes to make sure that, interracial marriage was protected. But the real goal was to connect it. When you say interracial marriage, that includes everybody, you dig? And you're tied in with the gay movement. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's a slick move. And they passed it with the quickness. It's a scripture about the liberals how the liberal would be. I can't remember the name, the number of the scripture. There's a scripture about how the liberals will really be our enemies. The thing that is perceived as liberty is really the Trojan horse, so to speak.
And if I could, it's to me, and it's only because of, you know what I'm saying, the wisdom and the, you know what I'm saying, the being under the tutelage of I'm saying Commander General YAHANNA, that now I look at things with a different eye now. Because why is it that they are more willing to go through lengths and strides to change their own damn constitution so that gay, you know what I'm saying, people can be together, but they won't change it to that way your life matters more? They'll go to lengths and great measures to make sure there's an Asian hate bill passed so that way they're not oppressed and they're not beat to death. But they won't do that for your life, black man. You understand? We got to pay attention to what's going on around us, man. We got to get the hell off of all this weed and all these drugs and all these things seducing us and keeping us hypnotized under the spell of Christianity, and wake up. Wake the hell up and realize that this place has and will never give a damn about you, man. You understand?
Sidebar real quick. Mm-hmm. The same week where Russia made the change, he made it, the Russians made it illegal to be publicly homosexual. In the same week, America made it legal for you to marry in the same sex marriage. And to me, like I was thinking about this, I don't wonder if I'm like same-sex marriage. It sounds like an oxymoron. This just sounds crazy, right? Like same sex when sex is marriage, and you know that filthies up the whole perspective of life itself, man. But you don't understand that. You understand, because you're under the spell of Christianity, man. You know what I found out? Another one real quick. What's that? Catholicism didn't start with Christ. Catholicism started 300 years, which the word Catholicism simply means universal. And it started 300 years before there was a Christ on the planet. Catholic Church. Yes, and what it was just to incorporate all the other heathen religions into one. That's what it meant. And that's why they incorporated all of the heathen holidays. That's what I got to say about that. No, that's heavy, man. So we in the truth, man. This is the truth, man. You understand? I'm going to finish reading 12, sir. I'll read it from the top. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand. And she fled and got him out. Okay. So now, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 13 in Hebrew. Wayahaya kara awatha kaya Isupk bagadwa bayada wayanan hakawataza hawakataza. Verse 14. Watha Kora'a La Anashia Bayatha Watha Amar Lahum La Amar Ra'awa Habaya'a Lanawa Ayash Ibaria La Taza Kazak Banwa Ba'a Alia Lashakab Anya Wa Aquara'a Bakwawal Gadawal. Verse 15. Wayahaya Kashama Iowa Kaya Hara Yamathia Kwawalaya Kwawalia Wa Aquara Waya Isupk Bagadawa Atazalia Wayanas Wayataza Hakawataza ka wataza. Verse 16. Wafanak bagadwa atazola aid bawa'a hadunyawa al bayathwa. Verse 17. Wafa dabar al yawa kadabarium ha'Allah la'amar ba'a al-ya ha'ibad ha'ibariya ashar haba'ath lunwa latazakak baya. Verse 18. 19 should be the last one. I don't want to come. Verse 18. Wayahaya kahariamya kahariamya kwalaya wa akwara waya izab bagadwa atazalia wayanas hakawataza hakadatawa taza salaki. Verse 19. Wayahaya kashamai adunyawa af dabaria ashathwa ashar dabara al yawa la amar kadabarium ha Allah Aisha laya ibadaka wayakar apawa. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 13 in English. And it came to pass when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, verse 14, that she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, see, he hath brought in an Hebrew unto us to mock us.
See now, you understand? This is the on the other side of the scale why a woman can be so damn dangerous, man. You understand? Let you not give a woman what she want. Come on, y'all know the lengths and the measures of a scorn a woman will burn the earth down, man. She'll burn everything down. Why? Because she can't get what the hell she want. You know what I'm saying? So because this man, you understand, is not trying to commit, a sin, you know what I mean? Ain't trying to ruin his good life, ain't trying to ruin her life. Because best believe, if they would have slept together, both of their heads gonna be rolling. Pharaoh ain't about to let neither one of them live. You understand? So now that she can't get what she want, now she about to go cause an entire scene, ruin a man's life, his reputation, and everything, man. You understand? Because why? Because hey, a woman supposed to get everything she want, man. You can't tell a woman no. Why? Because she like a big child. Now she about to throw a tantrum. And unlike a regular baby who just whines and throw a toy and cry out, man, she gonna go use her power to get a man murdered, man, possibly killed. This happens in the world all the time. This happens all the time. Hell, it was happening during slavery. It still happens to this day. You know what I'm saying? You don't think Becky, would line out this? I mean, come on, man. Hell, Emmett Till. She on her damn deathbed gonna say that boy ain't whistling her. Look, something little and like something small like that. Small. Didn't know the boy from a can of paint. So just imagine if you make him upset. Just imagine how many of our brothers, were murdered because some, devil wanted to lie. Say he tried to touch her, tried to lay with her. Just imagine how many brothers are in prison right now because a woman lied. You know what I'm saying? Say he tried to take her. try to do this or do that to her. Just imagine, man. You understand? Like this is a dangerous thing. That's why scripture say life and death are in the power of the tongue, man. You got to be careful what the hell you say.
That's right.
You have to be careful what you say, man. You understand? It's like read on.
He came unto me to lie with me,
Oh,
and I cried with a loud voice.
come on, man. Joseph won't think about this broad, man. And BITCH, man, he won't think about this broad. Come on, man. Lying like that. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 15. And it came to pass, when he had heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me.
Come on, man.
And fled and got him out.
Got Joseph out to be in some, you know what I'm saying, disgusting man. He was a man of high moral, man, a man of high standards, man. He was a man of the Lord. Won't think about this broad. You understand? See, I would have been told. I said I would have went to Pharaoh. I look, man, you gotta get you woman, man. She tripping out. I would have went straight to the source. I ain't about to just have it weigh on my conscience and on my shoulders, knowing, you know what I'm saying, what this woman trying to do to me, knowing she got a man. Hell no. I'm going right to her husband. Hey man, you know how we rock, man. You know we cool. You know what I'm saying? But your woman, she tripping, man. You know what I mean? You know, I never disrespect you like that. So I'm coming to let you know.
That would have been best.
You know what I mean? Let him know. I'm not about to just keep that, you know what I mean? But hey, it went down how it went down, man. You understand? And for brothers who don't understand, that's what you should do, man. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with your so-called friends or your family members or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, your brother's wife or your friend's wife or woman try to entice you, showing little signals or doing little subliminals, man, you check it. You check it right then and there, man. If you love your brother or your friends, you know what I'm saying, like you say you do, man, what you do, you would keep the integrity of your relationship and you would check it, man. You would check it. Let her know, listen, I ain't rocking like that. We ain't doing that. You understand? Whatever you got going on with your man, y'all gonna figure it out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to him later. If you love your brothers, you know what I'm saying, the way you say you love your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't be weak. Don't be weak and succumb to a woman's cries and pleas, you understand, to lay down with you when you know she got a goddamn man. It's weakness. You understand? And then what kills me is how a brother do that to another brother and then expect her to then have integrity in their relationship. When you got her, you took her from another man. How can you then go expect her to have integrity and, you know, hold herself to a certain standard when that's not even how she was when you got her, man? It don't make sense. If she played the whore on him, why the hell would she not play the whore on you? It don't make sense. You shouldn't want a woman like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 16. And she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home.
Until what?
His Lord came home.
Man, she done set the whole scene up, Yanazar. She done set the crime scene up. Come on, man. Then lay the garment. All right, I'm put the garment right here. And I'm gonna lay like this. It's like I'm just so weak and hurt. You know what I'm saying? The power of a woman, man. The power of a woman. This can't work for no man. Can't no man call the police and he be outside on the floor laid out. And like, oh, she beat me up. They gonna look at him like, man, you don't even look hurt. Come on, man, get up, man. What you doing down there? Get up. But let her be on that floor when them cops get there. Oh, you going straight in handcuffs, boy. This is the power of a woman. You know, something that men we can't. You know, I mean, we don't get that gift. We don't get that blessing. You know, what I mean, we expect it to be a different way than women are, man. But a woman can play the damsel very well. You know, what I mean, read on.
Verse 17. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant. Now, if I may, remember that the Egyptians, they looked down on Hebrew. Mm-hmm. So that's why she threw in the Hebrew servant.
She even, and she threw a snicker before, but the first thing she said, when she made it, she took a shot at Pharaoh. She said, he done brought a Hebrew servant in here to mock us. Yep. You understand? Well, he posed with the other slaves, but he in the big house with us, mocking her own damn husband. You know what I mean? This is disrespectful, broad.
Treacherous.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. This loyal. Good night. You know what I mean? Read on.
The Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us, came in unto me to mock me.
Come on, man. That's nonsense, man.
Playing it to the tilt.
To the tilt, man.
Verse 18. And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing your wicked behind cried was lie with me. That's what you was crying. Lie with me, Joseph. That's the only thing he was crying out. You know what I mean? A whore, man.
Verse 19. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, when she spake unto him, saying, after this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled.
Good night. So, of course, he fed up. He like, come on, Joseph. And I gave you, and this is why what? This is why what? As a brother, man, you should never ponder and let stuff like this sit on your mind, brother.
Get out the way.
Yeah, get out the way and go tell that brother what the hell going on, man. Because the narrative of the story is going to change if she goes to him first. Once she realized, oh, he don't want me, I can't get him. And she started to ponder on it, like, wait, but what if he go tell such and such first? She's like, I got to get some first now. Now she going to change the whole narrative of the story. And now you're going to be the one brought to counsel and not her being brought to counsel. It changes. It's a big difference between you know what I'm saying, confessing and saying, somebody, you listen, your woman trying to lay with me, than her saying, hey, your friend, your brother, your servant, whatever, trying to lay with me. It changes the narrative of everything, man. So what you should do is you should use what we call effective communication here. The scriptures say, do good to communicate and forget not. You understand? Speak the hell up, man. Don't sit there and some, I know brothers in the world, they'll sit on stuff like this for years, man. And because of this wicked society we live in, we use these things as like a badge of honor. Like that's like a up on a brother. Like, man, I could have laid with his woman, years ago. Or I could have laid with her such and such time when he was doing this and doing that, and she was trying to get with me. Well, that is disgusting, Ock. It is disgusting, and it is a dishonorable thing. It is not a badge of honor. You understand? It's a sign of lack of integrity, lack of loyalty and discipline. It's a very dishonorable thing, man. You understand? We shouldn't use it as a badge of honor, man. That's what all the rappers talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's what they show in all the TV shows. Woman going through it with her husband. Does she end up sleeping with the friend or sleeping with a brother? We should always look at that as a dishonorable thing. You understand? You don't have to succumb to the weakness of your flesh, man, in a wicked way. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there are righteous ways to succumb to your flesh. You know what I'm saying? A man want to get with a woman. She not with nobody. Hey, do your thing, brother. Most High in Christ. But there are, you know what I'm saying? There are ways that you can go about doing stuff a righteous way, man. But that way is a very wicked and disgusting way, man. You know what I'm saying? Slack, you can read it.
Come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 20 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Adunya, Y-A-S-U-P, Athwa, Y-A-Thun, Y-A-Thundahawa, Y-A-Thunhawa, Al, Bayath, Hatsahar, Makwawum, Ashar, Asawaria, Hamalaka, Asawarium, Wayahaya, Shum, Babayath, Hasahar. Verse 21. Wahaya, Yahweh Ath, Yahweh-S-U-P, Wayat, Al-Yahweh, Kasad, Wayathun, Kanawa, Ayanaya, Shor, Bayath, Hasahar. Verse 22. Wayathun, Shor, Bayath, Hasahar, Y-A-S-U-P, Ath, Kal, Asarium, Ashar, Babayath, Hasahar, Wa'ath, Kal, Ashar, Aishiyam, Shem, Hawa, Haya, I.S.U.K. Verse 23. Ayan, Shar, Bayath, Hasahar, Ra'ah, Af, Ma'al, Ma'a, Wama, Bayadwa, Ba'ashar, Yahweh, Athwa, Wa'ashar, Hawa'a, Aisha, Yahweh, Matazaliak, 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 Matazaliak. Okay. Now we started at 20. That's 4. Okay, we get 3 more in the next chapter. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 40 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayahaya, Akar, Hadabarium, Ha'Allah, Hata'awa, Mashaqua, Malak, Matazarium, Waha Apa, La Adanyahum, La Malad, Matazarium. Verse 2. Waya Quatazap, Paria al Shanya, Saria Sayawa, Saria Sayawa, al Shar, Hama Shakwayum, wa al Shar, Ha Awapium, Ha Awapium. Verse 3. Wayathun, Athum, Bamashamar, Bayath, Shar, Hatabakium, Al Bayath, Hasahar, Makwawum, Ashar, Yawasap, Asawar, Shum. So, right. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 20 in English. And Joseph's master took him and put him in prison, into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison.
You know what I'm saying? So he in a special prison. You know what I mean? Like in a probably what they would consider like a federal prison. It's a big prison. You know what I mean? Just for the king's prisoners. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you got.
No, I was just gonna say, and in reality, he's kind of lucky because he could have been put to death for that, man.
Oh yes. You know what I'm saying? But of course the Lord was with Joseph, man. But if he wasn't, you damn right. He would have been made a public example. You know what I mean? Who knows how they would have, murdered him. Could have castrated him, chopped his head off, limbs, all type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember, heathens, they deal treacherously with Israelites, man. They ain't righteous like us.
To this day.
You understand? They deal with us in treacherous ways, man. You know what I mean? They find ways to just make you suffer and all pain and agony. You know what I mean? That's not like an Israelite way. The whole suffering and torture and all that stuff, that ain't how we get down, man. You know what I'm saying? You sense his death, hey, man. You know what I mean? It's a righteous way to kill someone. You know what I mean? There are righteous ways, man. You go back in the Old Testament, you'll see. I mean, it may be gruesome and gory, you know what I mean? But it ain't, you know what I mean, how heathens would do it, man.
Yeah, and it was quick and merciful.
Yes. You know what I mean? Very merciful, man. Anyone who trying to make you sound like I know some customs, they got what the Chinese to do, like a death by 1,000 cuts and all that type of crazy stuff.
In America, if I may, sir, they came up with lethal injection and said it was merciful. But by all reports, lethal injection is a horrible way for a person to die.
Come on, man.
They die in utter misery. and they suffer while they die.
And you got the gas chamber. You got the damn electric chair. God
Word.
damn.
Just shoot me in the head, man.
The goddamn electric chair.
Cut off my head and let me go on.
Lethal injection.
You know, that's you know, it seems barbaric.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, man, like to go through all of that, go to put different chemicals together in a lethal formula, then inject it into the man while he's sitting up there knowing that this stuff is going in his veins to kill him.
Only a devil would do something like that.
Man, that is utterly madness, man. That's what it is to me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But this is the way of this world. Verse 21, but the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. So the warden was cool with Joseph, because the scripture says, if you're righteous, even your enemies are at peace with you. Ain't that what it's saying? I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's what the scriptures say.
No, that's heavy.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Verse,
and you need, if I could, you need the warden on your side.
Word,
Let's believe that. I mean, those, brothers who've been in and out of prisons, there's a lot of things that can go on if a guard decides to turn his eye. You know what I mean? The warden decides to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Did I send you that article?
Which one?
I sent you an article where these guards let these white supremacists beat up this brother.
I don't think you sent me that one.
Well, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I sent it to about 5 brothers, but it was this situation, I think it was in Mississippi, where this brother, like he was in for a minor offense, and they put him in the block where they had all the white supremacists, and they left his cell open. And
he didn't send me that one.
Yeah, well, I'll send it to you.
But yeah, that happens all the time, man. I done heard a lot of horror stories were going on in prisons, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of horror stories were going on up in there, man. Somebody, if the guard, you know what I'm saying, decided to turn their eye, hey, man, a lot of things can go down. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord was with Joseph, right? So we know.
Verse 22, and the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it, man. Now check that out, man. That means like he was running the prison. You understand? And all of the things that now he was smart. So he probably, Joseph being who he is and who we know he is, a very wise brother, he probably had those people working and making money for the warden. Because that's just the type of brother that he was. That's what it's saying to me. That whatever he did, whatever they did, he was the doer of it, meaning that he was directing them correctly. And I guess, prisons, if you find a way, like today, prisons, if they find a way to make some money off of that prison and those prisoners, man. You understand? So I wouldn't find it too far-fetched to believe that it was going on back then as well, especially with a brother like Joseph, because remember, everything his hand touched was prosperous. That's what the Lord said. You understand? Verse 23. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him. And that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper. That's it. You understand? So even the prison, they were making money. You understand? Or it was either working very well. You understand? And these are Egyptians. These are Hamites. So they're going to find a way to try to make some money off of you, man. Even in the prison system, man. Like, the people back then are not different from the people today, man. It's the same people. Just like we're the same people. You understand? Okay. This is the book of Genesis. Let me go to the next chapter. Chapter 40 and verse 1 in the English. And it came to pass that after these things, that the butler of the king of Egypt and his baker had offended their lord, the king of Egypt. So they did something. Now they in the prison with Joseph. Verse 2, and Pharaoh was wroth against his two of his officers